stage. You're going to love him. He's a very, very funny man. He's a regular here at the ComedyWorks. He will be headlining here on Wednesday. So please put your hands together for the very funny Troy Walker.
What's up, ComedyWorks? How you guys doing? So, I'll tell you a few things about me. Found out something interesting recently. Did you know they have bacon jerky? Found that out. It's exactly what it sounds like, but I don't even think they dehydrate it. I'm pretty sure it's just bacon in a bag, right? Which I thought was pretty funny. So I took a picture of the package, put the picture of the package on my Facebook page. And then naturally, I was at a Walmart 2 in the morning, so I bought it, right? I'm in the car eating it on the way home, and I get home and I check my Facebook page, and one of my friends had commented, they said, is that for dogs or for people? And I had to check. And I don't think I'm gonna buy another bag. I'm gonna do that. One of my favorite things to do is I go on YouTube and I watch compilation videos of marriage proposals where the girl says no. It's the best shit ever. It's great. Especially if the guy like asks her to marry him in like a stadium or something, because then you don't even have to feel bad for him, you know? Because there's no reason to do that. You don't learn anything by doing that. It doesn't mean that she loves you just because she says yes under duress in front of 100,000 people. Similarly, it doesn't mean that she loves you just because she says yes under good circumstances. You know that she loves you if she says yes under the worst possible circumstances. Like you like call her up frantic, like you gotta come home. She like rushes home and there's a body on the floor. You're like, I killed a guy. And then as she's helping you drag the body to the shallow grave you dug in the backyard, like a ring falls out of its pocket. And you're just like, would you? Would you make me the happiest man on the face of the earth and also preclude yourself from testifying? Would you do that? Been doing a lot of traveling for comedy lately, and I recently went to Portland for this comedy festival. And Portland's a cool city. It's a lot like Denver, except with how they treat their homeless people, you know? Because like in Denver, they're all kind of down by the stadium, like they have shock collars on and can't go anywhere and shit, right? But in Portland, they just sort of let them roam. And I made the mistake of walking home from this after party at like 3 in the morning. I'm like, whatever, it's a mile back to the hotel, over the bridge, a few blocks to the left. Easy, right? Yeah, until you get over that bridge. And there's homeless people everywhere like it's the fucking Walking Dead or some shit. And I'm approaching this group of them, and in the group there's a guy, and the guy has a knife, and it's a big knife. Like a big knife. Like the kind of knife white people use to investigate noises. Big. So I'm like, in panic, right? But then I'm put at ease because the woman with him says, excuse me, sir. Can you spare a smile? And I gotta tell you guys, I smiled my ass off. But then I got kind of mad because I thought about it. I was like, man, like I prepared myself for something really bad to happen and then nothing happened. Like I prepped myself for this bad situation and then nothing happened. That is the equivalent of having somebody follow you down a dark alley like, hey man, you'll let me read you this poem, man. Ridiculous. Went to DU for law school, which is pretty cool. That was pretty cool. It's pretty cool, but when I was there, I had like a fear about it, that I was gonna run into one of my classmates like 10 years from now at a courthouse or something. And I'm like, dude, we went to school together. What are you doing here? We went to school together. He's like, oh, I'm prosecuting this case, man. Some idiot stole a whole bunch of video games from a fucking Toys R Us. And he's like, what about you? I'm like, you don't understand, man. Every year there's a new Madden, and it always costs $60. Go easy on me, baby. Had to get a job, big boy job. Here's the thing, I used to think I could never have been a slave. You know, like I would have like made him like kill me or some shit, you know? But now that I work a corporate job, I know that I absolutely would have been a fucking slave. Like definitely have that mentality. It's like I have a friend that I work with who's always complaining about how he thinks the company's mistreating us, you know? Like he's always like, dude, they can't just do this. They can't just take our sick days away and not say anything. They can't do this. We should say something about this. And I'm just like, don't you go starting no troubles now here. These financial folks is good peoples. Gives me lunch breaks and lets me wear khakis. Even gets casual Fridays most weeks. Sounded to me like some folk just don't know how goods they got it. And he's like, dude, quit fucking around. Did you really not even read this email from HR? And I'm like, don't let them know you can read. Don't let them know. Don't let them know. I went to my high school reunion recently, 10-year high school reunion, and that was depressing. Here's the thing that's weird about your high school reunion, right? You go to your high school reunion, and there's all these people that you haven't seen in a really long time, but everybody's doing really well, which is great, but it's also sort of surprising because there's a lot of people you remember being fuck-ups a little bit, right? But everybody that's actually at the reunion is doing great, and I couldn't really figure out why that was, but then it occurred to me that maybe the reason for that is that a high school reunion is the kind of thing that only people that are doing well are actually gonna go to. You know what I mean? Like nobody like wakes up on a mattress in an alley like, oh fuck, I gotta be at that reunion at noon. Good thing I stole this watch. Nobody does that. It's like an unwritten rule that you do not go to the high school reunion if you are not doing well. Because it would ruin the reunion for everybody else. Think about that. You like show up to a reunion, there's just some dude in the corner creeping around the buffet, shoving baby carrots in his pockets and shit. Sock, no shoe, shoe, no sock, corduroy cutoffs with a rope belt. And you're like, Steve? What the fuck have you been doing, man? And he's like, just sucking trucker dick. Can I take some of these shrimp? Are these free?